position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Gives it on the option. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Snap it to the back. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference.
Makes the grab at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing.
Turning it on! Working that left side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Orlando. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver with... And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Ward. So much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football. But we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Good pickup on the ground there, give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Bean. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at the matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Quick strike complete. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown Seminoles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they... He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a catch down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Off play action on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it along the sideline. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was in press? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation.
There he goes! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. Touchdown Trojans! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Might be changing the route. play of the drive wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to keep it in the air. Complete. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen.
He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, no! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a crease. It's Bean. Got the first down and more. stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything in this offense.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides to back and leaves it. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And his throw is incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the defense.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The give and tick, 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 tick. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Cricket. Power football with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
325. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, better look out. QB got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They
turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He wants to change this route. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Leaves it with the back. Got room to work.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time.
And the pressure gets there.